We can create the business and the life that you deserve and that you want, but we have to have the courage to choose. We have to have the courage to step up to the plate and say, this is what I want for my business and my personal life.
Welcome to Gary Furr's 7 Steps to Accelerated Business Growth.
Hi, I'm Gary Furr with Gary Furr, LLC. I'm a business consulting and coaching firm. I help business owners that want to take their business to the next level and make more money in the process. I have 40 years of C-level business experience and an MBA in organizational development. The combination of education and experience allows me to help business owners to become more successful.
Gary's method helps business owners visualize and implement the future they want for their business using a set of clear, concrete concepts. Step 1, clarity of direction. Step 2, communication. Step 3, have a plan. Step 4, intense focus. Step 5, discipline. Step 6, results. Step 7, motivation. Let's learn about Step 1, clarity of direction. Gary, what is clarity of direction when it comes to business growth?
Clarity of direction is knowing where you want to be in the future for your business and your personal life. If we decide to take a 1,000-mile or 2,000-mile journey, we kind of need to know where we want to end up. If I get on an airplane, I usually know where I'm going. If I don't know where I want to end up, it's unlikely that I'll arrive at the destination that I want to be at. It's the same in our business and our personal life. Clarity of direction is knowing where do you want to be in the future, and it's describing that. What does that look like for my business and my personal life?
Gary, you had a story about clarity of direction from Alice in Wonderland. Can you tell us that story?
Oh, I loved the story of Alice in Wonderland. Alice was looking for a way out of Wonderland, so she comes to a crossroad, and she turns to the Cheshire Cat that's sitting there, and she says, which way ought I should go? And the Cheshire Cat looks up at Alice and says, well, that depends. Where do you want to be? And Alice thinks about it for a few seconds and says, I don't really much care. And the Cheshire Cat, smiling, says, well, then it doesn't matter which road you take.
Okay, so what does Alice in Wonderland have to do with business?
It's the same in business. We must start with a clear direction. We have to know where we want to go because it'll be just like Alice. It doesn't matter which road we take if we don't know where we want to go or where we want to end up. But few business owners take the time to do this in their business and their personal life. They don't take the time to sit down and think about where do I want my business to be in the future? What do I want it to look like? What do I want my life to be like in the future? What do I want that to look like? And it starts with a clear direction. We have to know where we want to go. And in order to know where we want to go, we have to know where we currently are. That's our current state.
What do you mean by current state?
Well, current state is where you're at currently in this present moment in your business and your personal life. What is the current reality? And we have to be truthful about that and be real. You know, if you took a 30,000-foot view of your business and your personal life, what does it look like? That's your current state. And we have to understand where we're at in order to understand how are we going to get to where we want to be. There's a gap between the two. We have to recognize that there is a gap between current state and desired future.
Gary, once you've described the current state of your business and personal life, what's next?
The next step in clarity of direction is to go out 5 years from now and describe what is that going to look like for you, your business, and your personal life. You know, how many employees do you want to have? How much money are you going to make? How big a business do you want? How many weeks of vacation do you want to take? You know, actually describe it and write it down. And it should be not much more than 6 or 7 items. And then work backwards. So if you want to be at this particular future state in 5 years, where do you need to be 3 years from now? And do the same thing. Write that down. And 6 or 7 items, what does that look like? And describe that and write it down. And then working backwards again, where do you want to be a year from now? So if you need to be here in 3 years, where do you need to be in a year from now? In terms of your business, what does it look like? How much money? How much time you're going to have? How much energy? You know, what would you do if money and time and energy were no object? What would your business and personal life look like? And we need to dream big and be bold about that because it's our life. It's our future. And why not dream big? We shouldn't let our small business make us small-minded. We didn't start our business by thinking small, and we didn't get into business just to do okay. We want to create a vision of our future business and our personal life and write these things down. Because once we write them down, our subconscious mind goes to work to start to make those things happen. The sheer fact that you write things down, our subconscious mind will go to work to start to help us make that happen. And if you write it down And you can achieve that. Imagine how successful you would be if you wrote it down and read it every day. I read it twice a day. I suggest to my clients that they read this 5-year, 3-year, 1-year vision of the future, to read it every day and allow our subconscious minds to go to work and make it happen, because we can create the future that we want. And we can make those things happen. And why not put the power of the subconscious mind to work to make that happen? And this could be the greatest year we've ever had. And we can create the future we want by simply stepping back, taking some time to think about what our future looks like, write it down, describe it, and then read it every day.
Learn more about Gary Furr Consulting at garyfurrconsulting.com or get in touch now at 503-312-3145 or by email at garyfurr@garyfurrconsulting.com. That's GARYFURR at GARYFURRconsulting.com. Now that you've heard a bit about Gary's 7 steps for accelerated business growth, sign up for his email list for more great business growth tips and to get Gary's ebook and audiobook versions of his life-changing method. Don't forget to sign up for the email list at garyfurrconsulting.com.